Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez.
Right.
How do you see that fight playing out? Boxer, puncher, pure boxer. How do you see that fight playing out, man?
It's going to be a really, really interesting fight. I think that each man has to totally control the ring with their attributes and abilities. Caleb is going to have to be very, very articulate with his jab and control the canvas with his feet. And Benavidez is going to have to be Benavidez. He has to be a whirlwind of pressure and combinations.
Who do you give the edge to in that one?
I happen to like the bigger guy, so that would definitely be Benavidez. But I believe it's a really, really challenging and tough fight.
Question for you. When it comes to a fight that's really, really close, Benavidez hasn't been in, I'll put it like this, Caleb Plant has been in the ring with Canelo. That's as big as it gets.
Right.
When you get to that level, can those nerves of being on the big stage already, does that play a factor?
Well, any big fight is a big fight, regardless of the fact. So Caleb had the experience of being in one of the biggest arenas when it comes to the #1 box office draw with Canelo. So this is tantamount to being very big, but not nearly as big as that one was. But he handled it well until, of course, Canelo caught up to him. So I think he's ready for it. I think his mentality is ready for it. And it's going to be a tough fight. I see the one thing that is bothering me a bit is the extra energy that David has been presenting. I think he should just concentrate on boxing. Don't worry about the name calling and all the extracurricular energy that's going out. I met the Benavidez in Phoenix when he fought Lemieux, and that's when Lewis was on the opening bout of that card for television, and they seemed like the most kind and considerate and low-key people. I honestly was like, I said, I have to call them to find out what happened. Maybe, I don't know. You just can't get caught up in an emotional turmoil like that. And I really honestly believe they are good people. They just seem to be caught up for a minute. And whenever I get a chance to speak to them, I'll tell them that.
Gotcha. And just lastly, do you feel like all the extracurricular activity, because David has been very demonstrative, extremely, I guess I want to say out there and just making it known, I want to kind of KO Caleb Plant. He was saying in 6 rounds or less, and Caleb has just been kind of chill and relaxed. Do you think that could play more in favor of Caleb Plant?
Well, it can because if you're focused so much on one thing, you don't see the whole picture, and that's a problem. So I'd like to see him concentrate more on the fact of coming in, putting on a great performance, and winning the bout. I know he comes to work, which I do love about him. He's coming to get you. But we all know that already. You don't have to speak about it. We already know it.
Gotcha.
And that extra anger and resentment and just negative energy doesn't always play well.
Gotcha.
So if he could return to that David that I met in Phoenix, Arizona, I think he'd be right on time.
Gotcha. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Not a problem.